Good morning, all. Today, I will present the instruction sets of microprocessor. Myself, Vipin Kumar Gupta. I am working Suresh Gyan Vihar University, Jaipur, as an assistant professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. These are the reference books which are available for this microprocessor process. Detailed review of instruction sets. In last lecture, we are seeing the architecture of 8085. So now today we are seeing in this lecture instruction sets, how we will write the program. As we are know that we are writing the program in the assembly level language. So in assembly level language, we are writing any program. So how these instruction set we can use, we can see in this type in this lecture. So in the instruction sets we can classify it into three ways. Like we are having the three way we can classify it: data transfer group, data transfer group, arithmetic group, logical group, and branching group. So which one is the known as the uh, data transfer group? Data transfer group are comes into the those instruction where the data will be transferred from one memory to memory, memory to register, register to memory. So these are comes into that group. So in that instruction we can discuss next slides. Arithmetic instructions are that instruction. Those are useful for the arithmetic operation like addition, subtraction, increment, decrement. Next one is the logical instruction. Logical groups are comes into the NOT, AND, OR, XOR. These instructions are come to in this group. Branching group, jump, call, read are comes into that group. So these are next classification of the instruction set is the length of the instruction sets. As we all we are knowing know that every instruction having the two part, opcode and operand. First part is called as the opcode, which will provide the information about the instruction, how the instruction will be. Uh, this will provide the instruction operation, which operation we are performing, like move. So it will shows that move operation will be performed. Operand C comma A, that is the where we are performing that operation is known as the operand. So according to the length, we are dividing into three parts: 1 byte, 2 byte, and 3 byte. So in microprocessor, what we are doing actually, microprocessor we are writing the program in the hex code in assembly level language program. So we are converting these instruction into the hex code. So move C comma A, we are converting this code into the hex code. So its equivalent is the 4F. So it is the hexadecimal. So one hexadecimal bit contains the 4 bit. So it's the 8 bit. So it is the 1 byte instruction. Next one is the 2 byte instruction. 2 byte instruction means it is in the instruction, within the instruction having the data is known as the 2 byte instruction. 1 byte is the data and 1 byte is the instruction. Like opcode is the MBI and operand is the A comma 07. So it is the MBI A is the 3, its equivalent is the 3, and 07 is the separated hexadecimal code. So it is the total byte length is the instruction is the 2 byte, 3 byte instruction. In 3 byte instruction, what we are to say, if address is available, because in 8085 as we know address is the 16 bit. 16 bit means 2 byte and 1 bit is opcode. So total length of the instruction is the 3 byte. When that type of instruction is coming, then these instructions are come to the 3 byte instruction sets. So one more thing here. Suppose that I am providing that instruction jump 2085. So jump equivalent is the C3, and first of all lower bit will be comes. Lower will be loaded to the microprocessor. So first 85 we are loading, then 20 we are loaded. So it is the 3 byte instruction. Now we are discussing one by one into the data transfer group, arithmetic, logical, and branching operation group. So first of all, we are coming into the data transfer group. What is the meaning of data transfer group? Data transfer instruction is that instruction where data will be transferred from one register to register, register to memory, or memory to register, or directly data is given, that data is transferred to the register or memory, is known as the data transfer group. So move, first instruction is the move R1 comma R2. So what happened in this instruction? There are the two different registers are available. So these instruction, one register is the source register and second one is the destination register. So R2 is the source register and R1 is the destination register. So whatever data is having the R2 register, that data is transferred to the R1 register. So that is the meaning of this instruction. We can call this instruction move R1 comma R2. Next one is the move R comma M. So here data is available in the memory. Where is the memory address? We are not knowing the address of memory, but that memory indirectly is given. That address is available in HL pair. Whatever data is having the HL pair, that data is transferred to the that data works as an address of memory, and that address having that data is transferred to the register. Move M comma R, move M comma R. Whatever data is having to the register, that data is transferred to again memory. Now here destination address is available to HL pair because it is the memory. Like that we will discuss one by one. So come to first example, move A comma B. Move A comma B, it means whatever data is having B register, that will be transferred into the A register. It means suppose that we are taking one example, A is having the 9A. This is the hex code, and B is having the 89H. So what happened? 89 will be transferred to the 9A, like that. A is transferred to the 89, A is transferred to the 89, and B is no change. So in this group, flags are not affected. Move C comma M. Move C comma M, it means whatever data is having the memory, where which memory we are chosen? We are chosen the HL pair. HL pair data will works as an memory address. That address will having some data. That data is transferred to the register C, like that. One example is given here. C is equal to 9AH. Already C register having some data, and HL pair having the H is having the 85 and L is having the 00 data. So this data will work as a memory address. So 8500, we are having the data C2H. So that data is transferred to the 9AH. 9A will be overlaid. So C2 will be transferred to C register. Now after the execution we can see like that. Here it is not changes. So what is the length of this instruction? We are having only one instruction. So it is the 1 byte of instruction. When we are changing the this instruction into hexadecimal code, then only 2 bit is there. So it is the 1 byte instruction because data and address are missing. data and address are not given. All the information within the instruction. That's why it is the 1 byte of instruction. And which addressing mode is there? We are not given directly address, but we can find out the address with the help of HL pair. That's why it is the indirect addressing mode. Move immediate B comma 18H. What happened in this instruction? In this instruction, data is directly given and that data is transferred to the B register. So immediate means directly data after the instruction data is given. When I is coming, that means the data is within the instruction. So whatever data is having, that data is transferred to the B register. So in the B register, suppose that one example is given. In this example, we are seeing that B is already having the 9AH. So what we are doing, 9AH will be 18H will be transferred to the B register. So 9A will be overlaid with 18H. So our next value will be B register value will be 18H. That is the meaning of this instruction. So what is the length of this instruction? The length of this instruction is the 2 byte. Why? Because 1 byte is the opcode length is 1 byte is the opcode length and 1 byte for the 18H. 18H is the 1 byte data and 1 byte is the MBIA. So it is the length of this instruction is the 2 byte. And next thing is the addressing mode. Which is the addressing mode? Its addressing mode is the immediate addressing mode because directly data is given. So its addressing mode is the immediate addressing mode. Now come to the next. Load accumulator 2005. What is the meaning of this instruction? First thing I will discuss about the meaning of that instruction. Load accumulator, as the name, when we are call the full instruction, then we can understand what is the meaning of actual meaning of this instruction. Load accumulator. LD means load, A means accumulator. 2005. So everybody knows this is the address. So accumulator, we want to load the accumulator data. Where is the data? That address is given. So that address, whatever data is having, that data is loaded to the accumulator. So we are having example, A is having the 87H and 2005 is the address where it 45H is there. So that data is transferred to the accumulator like that. That data is transferred to the 45H. So 87 will be overlaid to the 45H. Now length of this instruction, again same question, because it's having the 2 byte instruction address and 1 byte is the opcode. So its total length is the 3 bytes. So it is the 3 byte instruction. And which is the addressing mode? Directly address is given, so direct addressing mode is there. STA 2005. STA means store accumulator. What is the meaning of that instruction? Whatever data we are having the accumulator, that data will be stored in that location, given location. What is the location? 2005 is the location. That location is given. So what we are doing? Suppose that instruction having that A is having the 87H and 20, this is the memory which are available in microprocessor. So what we are doing? That memory already having some data, 45H. So now what we are doing? That data will be overlaid to 87. So now this 87 will be transferred to this memory location. So again, what is the length of this instruction? It's again 3 byte instruction because 2 byte is the address and 1 byte is the opcode. So it is the 3 byte instruction. LDAXB. So in this instruction, what we are doing? whatever data is having the D pair, LDAX will show the pair. We can choose E is not there in that instruction, but we can understand it is saying that D pair. So whatever data is having the D pair address, D pair data address, that data is transferred to the accumulator. So suppose that we are having the example A is having the 2BH and D having the 4020H. So what data it having? C2H. So that data will be transferred to the accumulator like that. That data is transferred to the accumulator. So what is the length of this instruction? Its length is the 1 byte instruction. SPA XB, again X is there. That means we are saying that when we are talking about the pair, then when B is coming, that means the BC pair. When D is coming, then we say DE pair. When H is coming, then we can say HL pair. So like that we can use the pair. So STAX, store accumulator. So data of accumulator is to be stored in BC pair. BC pair, whatever data is having BC pair, that data address we can store the accumulator result. So in this example, A is having the A4H, BC having the 4020H, and 4020 already having the C2H. So that C2H will be overlaid by the A4H like that. So A4H will be stored into the that memory location. If we are we are writing here D and D data is this, then same procedure will be followed. So length is again its instruction is the 1 byte. LHLD, load HL and DE, load HL pair. What length is given, address is given, that address and next memory address, because every memory location having only on 8-bit data. Now we need 16-bit data. So what we are doing? We are taking next incremented data. So suppose that HL pair having the 74F1 in initial. When we are writing this instruction, then LHLD 2005. 2005 is the C2 and 2006 is the 45. So C2 will be loaded to the L and 45 is loaded to the HL pair. So that data, these two data will be loaded to the HL pair like that. So this is again 3 byte instruction. SHLD. SHLD means store HL pair data to the that memory location. Like that, here what we are doing, HL pair is having the 74F1 and 2005 having the A4 and 6 is the F45H. So what we are doing, F1 is loaded to the 2005 and 74 is loaded to the 2006. LXI P, load immediate BC pair 1122. So in this instruction, whatever data is given, 16-bit data is given, that is not the address, this is the data. We can use this instruction like that, LXIH, 1122, like that we can use. So register uh, having the HL pair, register. So what we are doing, BC pair having the 76DA, BC pair already having that data. So data is already given, so that data is replaced by 1122. So after the execution of this instruction, that data will be transferred to AL. So what is the addressing mode in this instruction? This is the data is given, so it is the immediate addressing mode. and length is the 3 byte, because 2 byte is the data and 1 byte is the opcode. Exchange. Exchange means, as I'm say, I will exchange my voice one to other. That means exchange. So what we are doing, exchange means HL and D pair data will be exchanged to each other. Like that, one example is given: HL pair having the 1, 2, 3, 4, and D pair having the 5, 6, 7, 8. Then what happen? HL pair data will be transferred to the HL pair data will be 1, 2, 3, 4 will be transferred to this data, and this data transferred to D data. So like that it will perform. Now come to the arithmetic instruction group. Now in the previous slide we can see only on data transfer, one to other. It may be register, it may be memory, or memory to register. Like that we can transfer data. But in this group we can performing the operation, arithmetic operation we can perform. So how we will do addition, subtraction, increment, decrement we can do. Suppose that increment addition we are doing, here we get the data. In that group, when we are performing the operation, then first operand is available in accumulator, and next operand is available in register, memory, or directly data is given. So we can perform these operations. Okay, so one by one we can like subtraction also, increment, decrement. So in these operation, flags are also changed. Status register also change, because when we are doing the addition, suppose that I am doing the addition, so it may be carry will be generated or carry may not be generated. So where I get the carry, because only on microprocessor, so only on 8-bit data. It it doesn't show the more than 8-bit data. So carry will be shown in the flag register. If flag register shows the carry. So one by one we will discuss add B. First instruction in arithmetic group is the add B. Add B. What is the meaning of add B? Add B means, as I already mentioned, that addition will be performed. Add B means first operand is available in accumulator and second operand is available in B register. So accumulator data is already we are transferring through the data transfer group. Like that, I will write one program addition of two 8-bit program. Suppose that I am writing two 8-bit data, two 8-bit data addition. Like that, I am writing the program move immediate a comma 9ah, move immediate b comma 89h, add b, and then I will store. So what is the data of a? 9a, because I am using the data transfer group. Move immediate a 9a and move immediate b is equal to 89h. So a is having the 9a and b is having the 89. Now add b operation, instead pointer is come to the add b. Then what happen? It will perform the operation. Whatever data is having a and b, that data are added. So a is already having the 9a and b is having the 89. So first of all, I will convert these into the binary number. So how we will convert? One bit is represent the 4 binary bit. One hexadecimal bit is represent the 4 binary bits. So 9 is the equivalent of 1001, and A means 10. A means 10. So 10 means 1010. Is represent the 1010. Same procedure, 8 is represent the 1000 and 9 is 1001. Now we are doing the addition. How we will do? 0 plus 1. What you got? 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 0 plus 0, 0. Because in as in previous classes we are seeing digital electronics, we are seeing that in binary addition, what we are doing, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, and 1 plus 1 is the 0 and carries 1. So that formula we can use here. So 0 plus 1, it's the 1, and 1 plus 0, 1, 0 plus 0, 0, 1 plus 1, 10. So I am saying 1 plus 1 is equal to 0 but carries 1. So carry is generated, so it goes to here. So again 1 plus 1, 0, carries 1. So 1 plus 0, 0 plus 0. So it's 1. 0 plus 0, 0. 1 plus 1, it's 0 and carries 1. So what is the flag value? Carry will be 1. First bit, 1 carry is transferred from here to here. This is the auxiliary carry. Why? If D3 bit is transferred to D3 bit, generate the carry. As we are discussing in the flag register, when it is the flag register, we will see that carry will be transferred here to here. So that carry will be transferred here to here. So auxiliary carry is also transferred here. So sign flag. First, I will discuss about the sign flag. When both the positive number, then result is always positive. So 0 will represent the positive and 1 represent the negative. So sign flag is the 0. When the all bits are 0, then we are putting 0 flag is 1. Otherwise 0 flag is the 0. So it's again 0. Auxiliary carry is 1. Why? D3 bit transfer generate a carry. That's why it's the 1. Priority flag. Number of ones. If number of ones are even, then it's 1. Otherwise it is 0. So how much number of ones in our result? 3. So priority flag is 0. Carry is generated, so it's the 1. So we are converting this result into the hexadecimal. So we get the 23, and B register will be same. B register data will not be changed. Only A register data will be changed. So in this instruction, we can say all flags will be affected after the execution. So what is the length of this instruction? Add B. Add B means this is the only opcode is there, so it is the 1 byte instruction. And which is the addressing mode? Register to register operation will be performed, so it is the register addressing mode. ADCB. ADCB means we are in previous example we are having the add B, ADDB, but here ADCB means add with carry. Means now in previous example we are not including the carry, we are not bother about the previous flag, but in this instruction we are bother about the previous flag. If previous flag having the carry, then we are adding our result in that carry. How we will add? We can see, suppose that I am writing one program, move immediate a comma 9ah, move immediate b comma 89h, adc b. Then what happened? In the first instruction, register A, accumulator A data will be transferred 9A. In B register, 89 will be transferred. Now, what happened? It comes to ADCB. So, it means data will be added, accumulator data and B register data and previous carry. If previous flag having the carry 1, that is also added in our result. So what we are doing? 9, it is the equivalent of 9. A, it means 10, it is the equivalent of A. same 8, it's the equivalent of 8, and 9, it's the equivalent of 8. So how we will add this previous flag having the carry 1? So this is also added. So 1 plus 1, how much you got? 0. Carry is 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 0, how much you got? 0. Again carry is 1. So 1 plus 0 plus 0, it's 1. 1 plus 1, 0, and carry is 1. So 1 plus 1, 0, carry is 1. Like that we can add. So 1 plus 0 plus 0, 1. 0 plus 0, 0. 1 plus 1, 0, and carry is 1. So now like that we can add with carry. So here we can include the carry flag also. So what is the result of this accumulator? So this is the equivalent of 0 triple 1 1 double 0, it means 4, 0 0 1 0, it means 2. So A will be transferred to that result. So 24H is the load to the accumulator, and 89 will be same. Now we will check the flag register. What is the status of flag? Sign flag. We are doing the positive number addition. So sign flag is 0. When all the values are 0, in the example we are seeing that all flags or value are 0. No, it is having some 1. So 0 flag is 0. Auxiliary carry. D3 bit generate 1 carry to the D4 bit. So its carry flag is the 1. Auxiliary carry flag is the 1. Priority number of 1. Number of 1. So what is the number of ones? We are counting number of ones, 1 and 2. There are two number of ones. So it is even or odd? It's even. So we can say priority flag is 1. Carry is also generated when we are doing the operation. We can see one carry is generated. So carry flag is also 1. So this is the result of ADC-B. So what is the length of this instruction? Length of this instruction is the 1 byte, because only one instruction is there, opcode is there. We can say opcode, and register to register operation is performed. So register addressing mode is there. Now come to the ADI B2. In the previous slides, we will do register to register with carry. Now we are doing the addition with data. Data is given within the instruction. So suppose that I am writing a program, move immediate A comma C4H ADI B2. That is the program. Addition of 2 8-bit. Then what happens? C4H is transferred to the accumulator, and it does not. C4 is transferred to the accumulator. That C4 data will be added to the B2, because directly data is given, and the instruction says that that data is added to the that data, accumulator data. So what is the equivalent of C4? C means 1100, 4 means 0100, B2 means 1011, and 2 means 0010. Now we are adding these two numbers. How much you got? 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 1. It's very simple, because only one available at a time. So 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 0, and carries 1. So what is the status of flag? These are the both are the two positive numbers, so sign flag is 0. Number of ones we are counting. Number of ones we are counting. 5 number of ones are there, so 0 priority is odd. So we are writing priority flag is 0. 0 flag when the all the values are 0, then we can say 0 flag. But here some ones are available, so 0 flag is 0. Now auxiliary carry. D3 bit is not generate the carry. That's why auxiliary carry is the 0. And carry is generated, so carry flag is the 1. Now we are changing in our result into the hexadecimal number. So what we are getting? 0 1 1 0, it's equivalent to 6, and 0 1 1 1, it's equivalent to 7. So result is the 76H. Now length of this instruction, opcode and data both are available, so its length is the 2 byte, and immediate addressing mode is there. ACI 15H. In the previous example, we can see we are not bothered about the flag register, but in this instruction, we take the carry of flag, previous flag. Now, same example I will take again, addition of two 8-bit number. Here also the immediate addressing mode is there, and data is already within the instruction, but only on difference that in previous instruction and this instruction is that previous instruction we cannot include the carry of previous flag, but here we can include that carry. That is the difference. Okay, so how we will do the addition? Accumulator data will be added to the 15, and this carry is also added. So what we are doing? 38. What is the equivalent of 38? 0 0 1 1, and 8 is equivalent to the 1 0 0. That will be added to the 15. So this is the equivalent of 15, and 1 is already a carry. That carry is given the instruction. So how we will add? That carry is added to the lower bit, LSB bit. So 1 plus 1, 0. So 1 is carry is generated. So 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, 0, and carry is 1. 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1, 0, carry is 1. 1 and 0. Now we are changing this value into the hexadecimal. So its equivalent is the 4E. 4 bit is a combination, any hex number contain 4 bit binary bit. So now we will say sign flag is 0. 0 flag, all values are not 0, so 0 flag is 0. D3 bit is not generating the carry, so auxiliary carry is also 0. Priority flag, number of ones are 4, so priority flag is 1. Even number of ones are available, so priority flag is 1. And carry flag is also 0 because no carry is generated. DAD, decimal adjust. So here it will adjust the HL pair into decimal. BC and subtraction. Now we are coming from the subtraction. Subtraction, how we will do the subtraction? Here, first example, I will take the first instruction is the sub m. Sub m means memory data, accumulator data will be subtract to the memory data. Where is the memory data? Memory will be fetched through HL pair. Whatever data is having HL pair, that data will work as a memory address. So suppose that A is having the 20H. A is having the 20H and HL is having the 8500H. So what we are doing? we are going for the 8500H memory location. So what data is having 08. So accumulator data will be subtract to 08, not this data. We are going for the memory address data. So now what we are doing, we are converting 20 into the 20 into the binary number. So what is the equivalent? 0010 and 000, and 08 is also converted to the binary and then subtract. So 0 minus 0, in digital electronics we are saying that 0 minus 0 0, 0 minus 1 1, okay, borrow is 1, 1 minus 0 1, and 1 minus 1 is the 0. That is the fourth formula which we are using in digital electronics. So 0 minus 0, we are getting the 0. 0 minus 0, again 0. Now come to this point, 0 minus 1, it's not possible. So we are taking one borrow here. So 10 minus 1, how much you got? 1. Now it's 1 and it's 0. So again we are taking one borrow here. So 10 minus 1, it's 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Because we are taking one borrow here. So it's 1. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. So now we are converting this one into the hexadecimal number. So it's equivalent to the 18. So we are writing accumulator into the 18. Result will be stored into the accumulator. And nothing data will be changed. Now I will check the flag register. What is the flag value? Auxiliary carry will be changed because we are taking one value here. And number of ones are 2, so priority flag is also 1. And carries, we are not taking any borrow outside the subtraction. So carry flag is also 0. That is the meaning of that things. So now I will come to the quiz, and next lecture we will cover our next things. So now I will come to the quiz. A microprocessor is a chip integrating all the function of CPU of computer. What is the microprocessor? Microprocessor having a single chip that will having the ALU, register, everything is having in that chip that will perform the arithmetic functions. So it is a single chip. So what is the correct answer? It is a single chip. Microprocessor is a circuit that function as the CPU of the computer. Microprocessor is an electronic circuit. Why we are say it is an electronic circuit? Because it make to a transistor. That's why we can say it is the electronic circuit. Microprocessor is the dash of the computer and it performs all the computational tasks. Suppose that without microprocessor we can design the computer? No. And we can say without heart any human being can live? No. So it is the main heart of the microprocessor, as I mentioned in our lecture also. So it is the main heart of the computer. So we can say correct answer is the heart. Intel 8086 microprocessor is a, as evolution we can see, the 8086 processor is a 16-bit microprocessor. So why we are saying it is the 16-bit? Because it is having the 16-bit data line. So we can say it is the 16-bit processor. The microprocessor can read or write 16-bit data from or to memory. Input output devices, it can read and write, and memory also. If we are talking about the 8085, it is the 8-bit data or 16-bit data. So both the places we can read and write the operation performed. So both A and B is the correct answer. In 8086 processor, the address space is length of the 8086 microprocessor address bit is the 20 bit. The 16-bit flag of 8086 microprocessor is responsible to indicate the condition of result of ALU operation. As already we are seeing, today I will perform some of questions. Flag register will be changed according to the arithmetic operation. Same 8086 will be performed. CF is known as the carry flag. Which group of the instruction do not affect the flag? Transfer group, as I already mentioned. In first group, data transfer group, all flags are not affected. A 20-bit address bus allow access to a memory of capacity of. Suppose that 20-bit address line is there, then how much memory handling capacity? 2 raised to n. N is the 20, so 1 megabyte is the correct answer. The first microprocessor had an 4-bit microprocessor, that is the 40004. So it is the C is the correct answer. Status register is also known as the flag register. So thank you all.